cleaned up a little bit. And now we're going to make these Teapot bath bombs. And it's rounded in the front, which is cute. I'm excited to see how it looks. And this is in Inedible Soaps mold. And then this is from Wholesale Supplies Plus Pink Petal and Tea Cakes fragrance. And this is going to be for Historical Romance bath bomb. So, and I'm going to do it in a pink. I just mixed this one. It's like a pinkish purple. But if I use a little, it'll be soft. But I want it to be pink because pink petal and tea cakes. That makes sense. So let's put our other ingredients together. I want to get some more bath bombs made because I want to play with my airbrush. Polysorbate. This is the, like an emulsifier, I guess, that makes it so that the oils and the colorants get distributed evenly, whether that's mica or lace. And then the oil that I use in here, which is the fragrance and the sweet almond oil. And then the same thing with the other things you make when you put polysorbate. The more oils, the more you need to put in. You don't need a lot. You need like a tablespoon for like, I don't know what the measurements are off the top of my head, but you don't need a ton, but you need it in there if you're going to have oils and butters, even if you're not going to have color or fragrance. If you're going to have any oils or butters, you should use polysorbate 80. Because otherwise you're going to have an oil slick in your bath. It's going to be slippery, and the oil will sit on the top of the surface, which is gross. I think feels gross. This is like, I've used my bath bombs like a bunch of times. I haven't taken a bath in a while, but I should change that so I can really show you guys how these are in the tub. Of course, I don't want to use, I have some like sampler ones too, so I will show you. I'll plan to take a bath soon. All right, that smells really good. The pink petal and tea cakes. And then we'll just mix it up. When you first dump it, it looks like there's not enough liquid to make it damp or whatever. A lot of people say it's supposed to feel like damp sand, but that's not really. I mean, it's got to be a certain dampness. I mean, there's different degrees of damp sand. There's the really wet sand that's like by where the tide comes in, and then there's the sand that's just sitting on the beach. And you kind of want it to be the drier version, but moist enough to hold together. And that's where the oils come in. You don't want too much water or alcohol or witch hazel, whatever binder you use. I use distilled water, but you can use alcohol so you don't activate anything and it'll evaporate and you won't smell it or anything. And same witch hazel, I've never used, but it can be used the same way. And put some water in here. When you're using water as your binder, you want to make sure you mix as you go so you don't activate it. And just a few spritzes, whatever you want to call them, shouldn't do much. Might bubble a little, but then you mix And like I've said this before, it starts to, sometimes it gets a little bit cold, and that's just the water activating the citric acid. All right. It seems wet enough, but it's not sticking together right. So a little bit more water, and if it's not that, then I might need a little bit more oil. Sometimes when it seems wet, but it's still not sticking together, it needs something dense, more dense, like oil. So I'll add a little bit of oil. That occurs, but I don't know if I need to. Just mix this. It's like falling apart on me. I'm just going to add a teaspoon. You don't need much. And then you want to really mix this good, because you put such a little amount. You got to make sure you get it all throughout. Mix to be ready to mold. Whether that's to add water, oil, binder, whatever. Let it dry a little bit sometimes. Still not sticking together as much as I'd like, but actually it's not too bad. All right, let's add the color and then see if we need to add any more. I'm going to add some of this to make it more pink. So it's going to be darker, but I don't want purple. Or at least I want a pinkish purple, if anything. All right, so this seems ready. I got my tray, the same thing, the bubble wrap and the parchment. And I got my little lifter thingamajig. And this is 3 pieces, the back. And this must be in the old style. They don't have the little notches on the sides, but that's okay because neither does Cata doesn't have them. So that's what I'm used to anyway. I don't know how much to pack this because the top is rounded. You want to mound it. Make sure you hold the back on. And then try to get this piece on. And press. Probably press and go a little overboard. I don't think you need to do that much, but just to be safe. So first I tap the outer ring. I'll tap this side a little, and then the back. And there's the back. And then you have to slide the plunger. And we're gonna put this on it. Almost had it. Okay. Yeah, this one's nice. I'm just getting it on the tray without it falling on me and breaking. That pops right off. And maybe what I can do is this. I just won't take the plunger all the way down. Then I'll take the plunger up. There we go. Oh, beautiful. So with this one, I didn't use the little scrapey tool. I just didn't take the plunger all the way off. That works. So let's try that again. Top piece in the right grooves. It's a little tricky. Whoops. All right, well, let's. Oh. All right, let's do that again. The plunger slid down too far. I couldn't set it down. And then also, you know how to take them out of the molds. I just want to lift it a little. Okay. And then take the plunger up. And then take the lid. There we go. We got 2 teapots. We got 4. I think I can get one more. So we got 5 teapots for historical romance. I'm excited. I'll be right back. And I wanted to show you the pink water. Pinkish purple. And this is just crumbs. This is not a whole bath bomb, obviously. As you can see, it's like this nice milky pink. And it's soft and like you don't like I've said this before, when I use my bath bombs to take a bath, I'm showered and clean and everything, so I just soak and read or whatever, and I don't have to put moisturizer or anything on, and I can smell the bath bomb for hours, and my skin is moisturized without adding extra moisturizer, which I do every time I shower. So, but when I take a bath, I don't, because of the oils and everything in here makes it really nice and luxurious. So anyway, that's from our Teapot bath bomb. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna do these teapots that are for historical romance, and they're in like pink petal and tea cakes or something like that. So I wanted them to be pink, so they kind of turned out like a purpley pink. So I was gonna airbrush them with like a more pink, but obviously that's not gonna work. So I think I'm just gonna paint them with an all over iridescent, because I think they're cute the way they are. I don't want to mess them up. If I put the pink, it might be too much. So I'm just using this, what is it called? Diamond Dust. Just to get just an all over shimmer. It might mute the color a little, which I don't mind. Pretty. Glitter just makes everything prettier. Like, it's like hardly have to do anything, but it's so pretty. And there's one. Glittery teapots for historical romance. And I will maybe keep playing with my airbrush, see if I can get it to work, or I might just return it and give up. I'll show you too. I made a little iron-on thing for my apron. I just used printable inkjet transfers and printed it on there and ironed it on, and I think it came out really cute. So I'm excited. But anyway, that's it. So I'll talk to you later.